I strongly advocate for having discussions about certain topics. I think it's a great way for you to really develop your beliefs. Because when tested, if then honestly reveals holes in your beliefs or things that you need to refine. The problem is that only works in a vacuum. In reality, people tend to just argue for the sake of arguing. For these people, it doesn't actually matter what you say. They're going to continue to push their narrative. And when it comes to conversations online, you're able to provide any information to support yourself, even if it's misinformation, disinformation, or misunderstood. So what can we do about these two? On one hand, you have to be open-minded, but on the other hand, some people or topics are just a waste of time. What you should do is ask yourself these 3 questions. Are they worth it? Are they capable of changing? And how much time are you willing to put in? Are they worth it? Ask yourself, is this person of value for you to want to change their mind? Call to good, forbid the evil. If you see an evil, blah, 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 blah. Muslims will use these as a means to feel obligated to talk with everyone, when in reality, you don't need to. Ask yourself if this person is someone that is a priority. Allah says, save your family from the fire, not save all of mankind from the fire. Clearly, there's a level of priority somewhere. Your friends and family, very important. A stranger you find online, probably not that important. Next, ask yourself, are they capable of changing? This is crucial for 2 reasons. 1, it tells you whether or not this person is too stubborn. But 2, if you ask, what would it take you to change your view? You can hone in on a very specific topic. This way, you can spend less time trying to figure out how to convince them, since you already know what they want. You just need to present it to them. And lastly, how much time are you willing to put in? Now trust me, I've spent way too much time on certain online discussions that not only go nowhere, but are just a waste of time because we just either completely forget what was said or possibly never cared what was said. Really, 10 to 20 minutes at max is enough. If it takes more than that, it's because they're deliberately ignoring what you're saying, so you have to spend more time repeating yourself. Or their whole foundation on this topic is wrong, so you literally have to start from the bottom with them. We don't need to write books back and forth, especially when 99% of topics can be covered in like a handful of ahadith or ayat. Now look, I know. I want to be intellectually honest with myself. I don't want to be closed-minded and not have discussions with people. But really, we need to ask ourselves if it's even worth the time or headache. Especially if you're factoring in social media, where if you don't have a filter, you can have the same conversation every single day with new people. So here's my quick little Noor's note to solve this dilemma. Take a few minutes to formulate your argument with all the evidence you need and address all the evidence you think someone would use against you. Write it down on a Google Doc. So when someone asks you to defend your position, you can just cut out so much time and show them the document. Then say, I'm willing to spend 10 minutes for a couple of follow-ups, but no more. And that's it. This way you're intellectually honest with yourself while also not having debates that are just a waste of time. If there's anything you didn't know or haven't considered, then they can present it in that 10-minute window. Don't spend time wasted on useless debates that go nowhere. Instead, spend that time reading Quran. Wassalamu alaikum.
أيقنت أن الله يجبر خاطري لما بكيت ولم أجد إلا هو ناديت والمحراب يحضن أدمعي الله يا الله